I have a fake account following 99% of my exes, 95% of my exes, right? I probably got one or two fake accounts following them. Right, this is my ex-wife, right? I gotta make sure her username's not up there. This is my ex-wife. Long haired, thick, red bone Dominican. Beautiful. Beautiful. Could be a model. The most beautiful woman that I've ever dated in my entire life. But I was not ready to settle down. I was not ready for a commitment. I was not ready to spend the rest of my life with one woman. So I got married and I wasted her time. The best, like, respectfully, I know women have said this, that you can't get better than me. You'll never find anyone better. I was married to that woman 10 years ago. No woman from 10 years ago to now looks better than she does. If you see my ex-wife and my ex walking down the street, you wouldn't even look at my ex. I'm going to repeat that again. If you see my ex-wife walking down the street and my ex, you wouldn't even look at my ex. Seriously. But I said that to say that I put women on flights. Like my Ugandan ex, I flew her to Malaysia. I flew her to Singapore. I flew her to Bali. Got a villa in Bali. I flew her and her mother to Rwanda. Let me repeat that again. I flew her and her mother to Rwanda. Paid for the tickets. Paid for the hotel. Gave her money to spend. How many men that you know put a woman and her mother on a flight and paid for the hotel and gave her money to spend? I'll wait. So I know that when a woman says she's the catch, it's a lie. Because every woman that has left my life didn't get better when they left for them, but life got better for me when they left me. Besides for what's between their legs, a woman really doesn't offer anything to a relationship. Yes, men could use some emotional support. Yes, I like cuddling at night with a woman, waking up to something, the smell of a woman. Of course. But I won't, I'll be all right without it. Men save money without women in their lives. Men save time without women in their lives. Women aren't the catch. It's like catching an electric eel. It looks good until you pick it up and you shock. So I said that to say that most of my exes never understood or respected or valued me, right? I put them all on planes, and my last ex, she had a boyfriend somewhere. And she was like, yeah, I had a boyfriend in this particular city, in this particular country. I used to fly out to see him. Oh, I said, cool. I said, who paid for the ticket? I paid for it. So you paid for a ticket to go see a man you was talking to. Salute to you, brother. Salute to you, brother. Had a woman paying her own way to come and see him. Salute to you, brother. Respect. Another guy. Oh yeah, we drove to this particular city in Germany. Y'all took a trip and got in a car. I put women on planes. African Queen, me and her went to like 4 or 5 countries by herself. I put her mother on a plane. So when I am into someone, I am into someone. There's nothing that I wouldn't do, but a lot of things that I've done for women, people have laughed in my face. I have told men that I spent this much money, gave this much money to a woman, I bought this for woman, and they've laughed. Single men have laughed in my face. Married men have laughed in my face. Because most men aren't really trying to spend $500 to $2,000 a month on a woman. That's a car note. That's a house. I was trying to get this woman land. I was trying to get this woman a house. I applied for apartments with this woman. So when people say that they can find better, or they think they can find better, that's a lie. I was doing husband materials as a boyfriend. And her living situation with her 1,000 family members didn't make things better. She's in a situation where most men are going to run, or at least lie. If I meet a woman today and she says, hey, Chris keeps lying, I live with my father. In the back of my head, I'm thinking I'm never going to live with you. This will never work out. But out of my mouth, I'm saying no problem. It's okay. I don't mind. Because I want to. But you'll never have a ring. Men will say a lot of this and do a lot of this. So when this vicious animal attacked me, still up in my ex-wife, this is the only woman that I can say I messed up on. That's the only woman that I can say. I'm talking about I was with her 10 years ago. This is the only woman that I can say to this day that I dropped the ball on. So when I was viciously attacked, the first thing out of this animal's mouth was, you hit me. And guess what I didn't do? Hit her. So she's a master manipulator and a master victim. And she tried to silence me. She tried to call some guy, police. Oh, he's talking about me. No, I'm not. Prove it. I used the thumbnail of your picture. People on YouTube doing that every day. Doesn't mean I'm talking about you. So she tried to silence me. And I'm like, all right, cool. Europe has all of these privacy laws, protection laws, laws for this, laws for that, laws for posting people. I got to get out of Europe. And that's what I did. I left Europe. I am an American in America. We post guns, violence, fights, slaps, punches. There's all sorts of violence posted on YouTube. I posted it. And I didn't post the full video. I blurred the animal's face. But I posted. I had to have my story told. Because let's be honest, from a legal standpoint, what lawyer is going to fight a case in another continent? She's in Europe, I'm in America. What lawyer is going to say, hey, Chris keeps flying. This is against the law, but not in America. It's against the law in Europe. But then again, Chris keeps flying. This incident didn't happen in Europe, and you don't live in Europe. Nothing's illegal about posting it on YouTube. In Europe, she might have had me with a technicality, but in America, I might post some guns tomorrow. So I had to get out of Europe. I had to find another job because I knew that my story had to be told as a domestic violence survivor. If she wants to sue me for posting this in America as an American, it's going to get pretty expensive, and I'm sure no lawyer's going to take it. Two, it's going to be pretty expensive. Three, you're not going to win. Because nothing's illegal. I didn't show your face. I'm not in Europe. All those European privacy laws don't apply to me. Good luck. I've talked to lawyers in the Dominican Republic. I've talked to lawyers in the city that she lives in. She tried to silence me. She tried to scare me. Got the police, got all this as a warning. A warning for what? I did nothing wrong. If it was a crime, I'd be under arrest. If it was a crime, I'd be in handcuffs. There is no crime. This is a warning. Oh, she just wanted you to know. Don't be talking about. I'm not talking about her. Prove it. Never said her name. This is her name. Did I say her name on any of these videos? Nope. Well, I'm talking about her. But she tried to silence me. And once I got to America where I am now, I knew that I would no longer be silenced. I would no longer let this woman try to intimidate me and silence me into keeping what the fuck she did a secret. I am not living with these scars on my body for the rest of my fucking life. And this story is not going to be told. So fuck you. But men go through stuff too. And it breaks my heart, you know, that she did this to me. And it breaks my heart because after the fact, she would have been in jail. I could have called the police on her. I could have had her in a Dominican jail in Punta Cana. If I was such the monster she made me out to be. If I did a crime that was on video and the person never called the police and they could have called the police, I would shut the fuck up. But she didn't. And I saved her. I did her a favor, a life-changing favor. A single mother that takes care of her whole family. A single mother that takes care of her whole family, literally. Viciously attacked me on video and couldn't keep quiet. Made me out to be the victim when the real victim has these scars on their body. So she tried to silence me, and after I moved from Europe and talked to lawyers in Europe and talked to lawyers in Dominican Republic, nothing's illegal about what I'm doing. She tried to intimidate me into not telling my story, and I've told the story. I'm telling the story. It's on social media. I got 533 views on YouTube already. Got to see what TikTok looking like. Got to see what my other Instagram looking like. And it's okay to go through things. But don't let no one silence you. I could have played tough. I could have said nothing happened. I could have took this to the grave. But she tried to intimidate me into not speaking my truth. And I'm hurt. Oh, and I will never look at relationships the same again. I put too much into that and got zero in return. It's zero. You can get this anywhere. You can get that anywhere. You're not going to get commitment everywhere. You're not going to get a provider everywhere. You're not going to get someone that's willing to pay you to stay at home, put you in school, take care of your kids, get an apartment for you, get you a car. You're not going to get that everywhere. This is my story 2024. I know I'm uploading this January 4th, but this is my story for 2024. A trauma victim, a domestic violence victim. And I will not be silenced.